tribute fights, or pick off for getting them in the rotations because of the long map. So there's a lot of compositions you can build. So it'd be interesting to see which way the teams go. What Valstad ban there. I like it.
Update the score.
DOF.
There we go.
So
all right.
That could be either they don't want to play the global game or they want to secure the global game. So we'll be able to tell by their first pickup what kind of composition they're going to try and make, hopefully, on the side of DOF. Maybe a hacker ban here? Murky ban, maybe? Like,
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
All I can tell you is, all I can tell you from my Hero League experience is that Murky is a nightmare, and he usually gets first picked or first banned. But so far, from the games I've casted here, I haven't seen him being either picked or banned at all. So apparently, he's only a Hero League meme, not something players in Hero Lounge are too concerned about.
I mean, it's not something you probably have practiced a lot of scrimmed with, right? You probably
not.
It's a like we're seeing quite the traditional like picks. I'd say wacky comps yet that I've seen too much, but which is good. I think you play to your strength, play what you're comfortable. Like playoffs can be pressure, especially if you want that top spot. Don't add more into the recipe for disaster. I mean,
indeed, drafting. Forgot to set the Revlo bats. There we go. So bat should be up and running, guys. Go ham.
I'd like to see a hacker or maybe.
Definitely.
Yeah, there he is.
And there you go, the
Global.
hacker. Yep.
So they're going for global control. We might expect to see a Brightwing being picked up. Possibly.
I don't know. I think an ETC Malfurion as the first two picks are pretty solid. ETC on this map completely fine with stage time.
On Game Rhythm, Mouth. I think would be really nice pickup, and ETC.
No, Zarya again.
Certainly did a lot of work on the back line during the last game, and she's great for stalling out tribute.
Interesting. I think they put an emphasis on Zarya on their game versus Fat5 as well. I think, or was it Fat5 who took Zarya? Don't remember exactly how the draft went. Was kind of busy memeing around in chat, didn't pay attention too much to the picks there. But yeah, I'm surprised. I've personally just seen a lot of Zarya today so far in the playoffs. Kind of a surprise to see her. Ooh, and a Varian instead, which leaves Malfurion and ETC open up here for Donna Fedoras to grab. And I wouldn't blame them if they would. Secure two insane globals. A solid support, probably the best support in the game at the moment. Easy peasy, and there we go, Malfurion ETC, yeah.
Beautiful draft coming out from DOF. I like it.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure why they have this emphasis on Zarya. I think they could have drafted something stronger, grab your global at that point, but instead Zarya Varian.
I mean, it worked for them last game. They established so much dominance early on that they, despite like the really nice comeback plays on DOF, the lead was so far ahead that they found it really hard to close out the game with those retaking momentum. So I can't blame Gaining Rhythm for taking what worked previously game, try and running it again. Medivh, they didn't like the Medivh, which is fair enough. Maybe an Azir pickup.
All right, I just had to bet B here.
I like the Ragnaros ban.
Yeah. Okay, so let's continue with the ban here. Medivh ban. Interesting. I don't think they had anything to worry about them if last game was any indicator of stuff, because I mean, no offense to Don or Fedora, but they whiffed the seal and mosh pit quite a bit of time. So I'm not sure if I would prioritize them, but I mean, whatever you want to. And the Ragnaros, like you mentioned, I liked it too. Brightwing, Tychus.
Tychus, Brightwing.
Okay.
I mean, good counter to the Hacker Global. ETC, he may go mosh pit again. I mean,
Don't think so.
Stage 5 strong, but they got some really good value out of that mosh pit. Apart from like that one-man mosh pit we won't talk about.
The problem is, sure, they got value, but it was mostly because there was a setup with seal. However, it also interacted with each other, so they set up nicely, but also blocked each other. Not sure who whiffed it, but it doesn't matter at this point. And ultimately, like I think there was maybe one mosh pit throughout the entire game that they actually got really good value from it.
I wonder if they pick up a Zeratul here.
Who? Oh, you wanna go for the super wombo combo? I don't think so. I don't like Zeratul into Varian, personally. I mean, you can get wombo combo,
but against Brightwing and Tychus to some extent. But we'll see what they go for. Kalfas.
Ooh, hammer! Wow. Interesting.
Front line and the mouth route, you can zone really effectively
for sure.
For hammer. Even KT with his Phoenix. I mean, what Chromie? Would you want to pick up Chromie?
Li Ming, also solid. If you want to go for something more safer than Chromie.
I mean, I don't know what else you really would be great against hammer. Like you've already picked out your front line, so Tyrael, Greymane isn't an option. That was a really nice last pickup with the hammer.
I think you need to go for the damage here. So Tyrael would make sense, and a Nubarak. Okay, so they are looking to get some diving here going on. Wow. Okay.
This is interesting.
To say the least. Donar meme with Sergeant Hammer versus a noob here on the side of Gaming in the Rhythm.
I mean,
wow.
I'm finding it really tough to call who's Kampai the best, really.
I mean, it can work. Like for Gaming in the Rhythm, you get the variant that has of course the click and point stun, so no skill required to land the stuns on the hammer. Follow up by borrow from a noob and spikes from him, and I mean you can lock hammer for a significant amount of time there, and then you get the Tychus damage from behind.
It also could grenade hammer out of position as well, which could be really crucial in those team fights when you're fighting over the tribute. So interesting. loving the chat here.
Alright, so let's begin here. On the right side of the map we have Donar Fedoras, also known as Donar Bakers, also known as Donar Memes, with Epic Stores on the Haka, Mist on KT, Alchemy on my Fury, and Ruini on ETC, and Bread Bucket on Hammer.
3, 2.
And on the blue corner we have Gaining the Rhythm with Tajiz on Varian. Zarya will be played by Haftigan. Bjorn on Tychus. Gal Gunner on the Brightwing, and our Nubarak is Doombane. So switch up and from Varian last game where Doombane was playing him to the Nubarak. Interesting.
Ooh, and we have Regen Master for level 1 here on a noob.
I'm gonna say that I'd have rather seen a Damper Magic on the Nubarak.
Yeah, but I guess their concern is not KT, but Hammer rather, and that could pay off if he gets a little bit more hit points and sustain in the engagement on Hammer. But I mean, I agree. I think Dump and Magic is still superior, almost in every situation.
Especially when you're gonna have 3 frontliners potentially passing living bombs between themselves.
By the way, super push at the top lane. They're already taking the front wall there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. While at the bottom lane, where Donar Fedoras are also 3 men, still are working on the front wall there. They will eventually take it out. They do have the hammer. But yeah, they are losing their race quite strongly. Or if I can even say that.
I think so. I think
they're getting wrecked.
Should just keep on going. They shouldn't rotate down. They're winning this.
Yeah.
Race to destroy structures.
For sure. I think they can rotate to the middle one as well.
Unless they want to see is a rotation from KT up while they still had some of their structures up to put that damage and stop their uncontested structured by getting the rhythm, but it was a slow rotation, and yeah, I think...
There we go. And now middle fort is going to be taken down. They are winning the race so hard, and look at this. Donar Fedora completely abandoned the bottom lane, realizing they can't race. So all this work, they did some damage on the bottom fort, but they haven't taken it out. They haven't taken the fountain as well. And now they're rotating to the middle.
Any doubt why getting the rhythm opted for this Zarya, Varian, Tychus like they did last game? It's because they know.
Oh, and Brightwing, by the way, the kill on KT, 70 hit points, and he will survive. By the way, Brightwing teleported on Zarya instead of Varian. Could have probably saved him with the one tick of the AoE healing she has. But instead, the Varian will be taken down, and the first tribute will spawn here. By the way, neither of the team elected to take their siege camps, which is unfortunate for Gaming and the Rhythm, since those siege camps could have pushed all the way to the front wall of the top keep. So again, missed opportunity here, missed the value, but you know...
because they were late to rotate in, it means that Hammer didn't set up early, which meant that Game the Rhythm had a chance to like set up a favorable position, try and keep Hammer from setting up, but...
Oh...
Ooh, Tychus!
A lot of damage down there on the Varian there, together with the Tychus. They both are going to be taken down there, and Donar Fedoras are going to be going here with a 2-0 kill in their favor. Anubarak is low, but he should be taken out. Wow.
Epochs are doing a really nice tongue landing there on the Tychus and dragging him into...
Yeah, and by the way, Bread Bucket with amazing reflexes got the knockback off Hammer as Varian was charging in, completely negating the charge. So really fantastic reaction time from him, and this will allow them to secure finally the bot fort here, or will it? And the grenade will outposition. Yeah.
Something to say about that? Yeah, you're gonna have to fight harder for that.
Yeah.
But the longer it goes on, the more experience it's banking up there. So it's not like a huge problem for them not to take it now, and if they pick up their siege giants, it would easily just so focusing your energies elsewhere may be more beneficial. Like the boss lane, I'd like this Dahaka push at the top, taking those towers down, so when they do pick up a boss, or if they do, it's going to give them that much more value.
Yeah, and by the way, despite the insane opening of Gaming in the Rhythm, Donar Fedora is actually ahead of in XP right now. So fantastic job by them.
Those free pickoffs have really helped them take the lead.
Yep.
Showing the power of ETC and Dahaka for setting up those takedowns and the Mouth and KT follow-ups have been on point, and Hammer even putting out that damage. Yeah,
I mean, it's exactly like in game number 1. They had a very similar draft, right? They had an ETC, Malfurion, and KT. Those trio are so old in the game. Like, they existed for a long time, ever since the days that KT was OP. You just have 3 heroes that synergize so well with one another. They provide you with a lot of CC and lockdown potential. So, I mean, yeah, and it obviously paid off for them. They got 3 kills and put them ahead in experience.
And I really like how Dahaka complements the ETC in his job of zoning and setting off pickoffs. They can CC chain, they can drag him into their target into roots, all the while Hammer is safely putting on damage. So
yep.
Shall we see? Do you reckon we'll see an Emerald Wing for Brightwing to try and deal with that Hammer?
Interesting. I don't think so. I think it will depend on ETC if he goes Mosh or Stage Dive. I mean, granted, it's almost certainly going to be Stage Dive. But if you're going to go with Mosh, then you might be looking to get some peeling off. And then I would say, okay, Emerald Winds make sense, right? Peel the enemy off while he goes in with the Mosh. But if there's no Mosh, there's no real danger, I feel like, with engagement. Because Donar Fedoras, they have Hammer on their side. And with Hammer, you don't really want to hard engage, right? You want the enemy team to go into you. Right? This is what you're looking for.
Absolutely. And it's a shame because they have a good engaging potential with the Varian.
Yep,
for sure. Zarya, the Anubarak, they want to be engaging in almost, but it's really tricky for them to do. So they need to catch them out in rotations, I guess, and then But they're in danger of losing this first curse.
Yeah.
So that must be weighing on their mind.
Oh, we do have Emerald win, by the way. We did have level 10 hit here by both teams here, so we do have Emerald win here for the Bridewing. Locust Swarm, yeah, for Anub. Laser again for Tychus, Explosion for the Zarya, Taunt for Varian. Adaptation for the Haka, Phoenix, Stage Dive, Napalm Strike, and Twilight Dream for Malfurion at the end there. Okay.
Still working on that tower. It's almost down, folks. A sliver of help.
Alright, and the curse here now, the tribute here has spawned at the top lane there, and this could be potential curse here in favor of Donor and Fedoras. I expect them to be more aggressive taking this.
ETC,
no, the Haka? The Haka? The Haka? What? This was a big whiff, I feel like. Epic Thor, he was waiting there in the bush, and then as the tribute spawned, he just left it. Oh, we do have here an engagement. There's a lot of damage done here on the side of Gaming Under Rhythm. They're so low there, ETC as well, and the laser here getting a lot of value there. Connecting on ETC, connecting on the hammer, dropping their hit points quite significantly low, but again, they whiffed completely this tribute, I feel like. I'm not really sure.
Like, ETC was doing a good job of stalling the other members from getting there, so you felt like that would be the time to go in harder against those that were out there, but Dahaka, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, he was waiting in the bush, and then the moment the tribute spawned, he just said, well, fudge this, I'm gonna go clear a wave at the top. And he did! And Anub just went and said, thank you, I'm gonna take this tribute, you're not gonna get a curse. And now we have another tribute spawning, and this is gonna be...
this boss.
Yeah. And this is gonna be favoring Gaming in the Rhythm quite significantly. It's on their side of the map. It's next to their boss. It's like RNG lined up here for them.
The stars are aligned for Gaming in the Rhythm. I think they're also capitalizing on a sense like hesitation on the part of DOF, and I think that's something that's really underestimated in these battles. Is like reading your opponent and playing against their strengths and weaknesses.
Could be. ETC is looking to get some to be aggressive a little bit, but he will back off there. Varian took a decent amount of damage on him, but I don't think they're really looking to hard engage just yet, at least on the side of Gaming in the Rhythm. They have the boss at the bottom lane pushing there, and the cleanse on the Varian will deny completely the drag there from the Haka. And we do see an engagement here, and good amount of damage down there on Gaming in the Rhythm. Varian at half hit point, so is Anub. Tychus, good amount of damage on him. And Hammer is siege in a good position here, and look at this, the Haka is zoning very nicely there.
Really nice.
Oh, and Malf will be taken down despite the fact that he managed to land the Twilight Dream, but Anub will be taken out as well, so 1-for-1, but Hammer is so low there. Varian with the charge on the ETC, ETC will be taken down there. And this is it now for Donar Fedoras. KT completely out of mana and completely out of life as well here. Rest in pepperonis. And Curse here, finally, in favor of Gaming in the Rhythm.
The boss did go down during that push, so they couldn't pick up the curse to get extra value from that boss, but he cleared a nice pathway to their...
He did. He took a whole fort down, so... A whole really fort, nice. That's free XP, that allowed Gaming in the Rhythm to hit level 13 that much sooner. And I mean, the front wall at the bottom lane there, the bottom keep, is kind of open, so already at half hit points, there's no gate. So definitely paved some good amount of way there, considering he's so early in the game here. ETC with an aggressive power slide, but not enough follow-up to him. Hammer slowly but surely joining in the team here in the middle.
And they're going to go and look like they're going to take this boss, which they could have got maybe away with poking a little bit more at the top there.
But Dawn of Fedora knows about this. They know about this. Yeah, they shouldn't take this fight. Oh, but ETC taking a lot of damage on him. He will be taken down there as well. What a quick collapse on ETC there.
Like, Gaming the Rhythm has really good boss control from the Emerald Ring, Wind, and the Expulsion Zones.
Oh, drag on the Haka will be taken down there. The cleanse was not enough. And Varian so low as well there. Hammer already sieged up at the backline. They're doing so much damage. Oh, and the collapse there onto the Haka. Wow.
Damage coming out from the Emerald Wind and Varian lockdown.
Yeah, the ability, I mean, the Gaming in the Rhythm, their collapse on the variant charge is fantastic. The moment they saw that the Haka was out of position even for a second, immediate charge taunt and complete collapse on him and rip the Haka. And ETC at the beginning of the fight, mind you, like as he was power sliding to the middle of the boss, he got immediately destroyed. And I mean, this is the power of Varian. I mean, point and click stun can't get any better than that. Blizzard fix.
Both of these team comps seem like it's not heavily favoring one team. It's not like I'm looking into this fight and saying, "Oh, Game the Rhythm's instantly winning all these engages." I think they're very close, and what is making very interesting game here. The hammer damage and KT damage is significant. The amount of silence potential is huge.
Oh, they are gonna go for the boss again. They don't have level 16, though. I really don't like it. They could have waited a little bit for 16, but they just got it now in the nick of time. But they have already taken quite a bit of damage, so they will be backing off. Maybe get a little bit of health back and then try to re-engage. I'm not quite sure.
This is. I'm loving this posturing around boss. Both teams like, "Oh no, mine. You can't have it. Not without a fight." And with the bottom siege camp going, it's in DOF's interest for them to be tied up.
Yeah.
Here.
But they need to be careful, though. They need to be careful. They don't have level 16, and that puts Gaming in the Rhythm at an advantage. Oh, an explosion zone completely whiffed there. They try to isolate ETC, but not gonna happen.
Right. Just gonna look at ETC's first. He has almost all completed his prog rock quest. It's kind of hard to tell, but that will give them an extra sustain in these fights, which is nice.
I believe if you click on ETC, you should be able to see exactly how many prog rock he has. What's his progress on it? If you click on him and then at the bottom left, if you have the OBS overlay, the Ahli OBS overlay, Ahli.
Finally got the keep bot. Oh, sorry, F4 bot with those sea giants. And look, back to the boss. So they're going to trade out bosses by the looks of it.
Yep.
Be nice.
By the way, interesting fact here, as far as hero damage goes, KT has more damage done than Hammer, so it seems like Donna and Fedora are not fully utilizing Hammer. They're not looking to force Gaming in the Rhythm to engage into them, but also I don't blame them. It's super hard with Anub, with Varian.
I'm not surprised KT
to make that happen.
Damage out. With 3 frontliners, those chain bombs are going to get some real value, and obviously, you know, his Q is going to be able to consistently hit more people because there's just more people around, and it's hard to like dodge them. With
I completely agree, and I completely agree with you. And I think that the biggest point here is that Gaming in the Rhythm manages Hammer completely through Varian, through Anub. And then again,
nice taunt.
And again, a fantastic collapse on ETC, charge stun, taunt, laser Tychus, and dead ETC, and there we go. And this is going to be the first skip in the game here, going to go in favor of Gaming in the Rhythm. By the way, the top boss here at the top lane is not going to get too much value. Maybe a tower, maybe even the 2 towers, but should keep... Doesn't look like he's going to get 2 towers, but at least 1.
Yeah, just gets that 1 tower. Meanwhile, they're picking up their bot siege camp, DOF. And they're kind of just like resetting, really. Like, kind of preparing for another curse point for both teams. So where it spawns is like, we'll see who's favoured by the RNG gods. They haven't... Gaming Rhythm hasn't opted to pick up that top giant. I don't know if they're delaying or they're rotating now. They are rotating now.
Yeah, finally getting some pressure there on the top lane, and this is gonna favor them again, but they're not actually gonna finish the siege camp. They're gonna immediately rotate, and I think they are completely on point with this. This is gonna be a curse for either of the teams, so this tribute is of most importance.
DOF locked out there with the curse positioning.
Yep. Brightwing, by the way, getting a extra value there at the top lane. The drag onto the Haka, but a lot of damage down on him, and he will be forced to back off there. Varian is trying to go on the hammer, but just no follow-up.
Hammer's having to back off. ETC's in a bad spot. He does able to get out. Dahaka doing work, dragging again. Varian's nice to that. Really nice Q by KT. Drill zoning, but it's going to be poked down by KT.
And Zarya will be taken down as well, and this is a 2-0 here in favor of Donna Fedora. Donna Fedora finally showing some signs of life here in this game, getting their first curse finally here at the 17 minutes mark.
And if Game and Rhythm aren't careful, this could be a game.
Yeah, definitely.
They can, like, if they get this pick up.
And there we go, another pick. And this is fantastic. They are staggering the death timers off Gaming in the Rhythm now, because it's still going to be 50 seconds before Anub will be up. Still 10 seconds for Varian and 10 seconds after that for Zarya. This is the dangerous. If they can get the kill on the Tychus here, this could easily be game here in their favor. Will we see an upset here with Donna Fedora winning game number 2 here versus Gaming in the Rhythm? And they are going for the core here. They have the hammer. Hammer is a lot of core damage there. They are trying to get this, and yes. And yes.
Nice tongue to secure that.
Oh, Emerald win, moving away the hammer, but it's just delaying the inevitable, I feel like. KT taking a lot of damage on him, but he should be able to survive quite nicely here. And again, oh, the nice collapse there on the KT and the hammer. Donna Fedora whiffing their core like Donna Fedora knows how to. And Malfurion will be taken out here as well, and not enough core damage or heroes that can do core damage there.
The Giants are on there. It's
yeah, but they can't finish it. No way, no way.
Go on, Dahaka, I believe in you.
No way, no. I refuse. I refuse to believe they can end this. Okay. Whew. But this should be game now, I think, in favor of Gaming in the Rhythm. Brightwing can global her way to the core. Tychus is soon up.
ETC, is his stage dive up?
I'd like to see ETC trying to stay in the middle, maybe, and stall. Power slide, face melt. Yeah, something to stall them. Let your team be alive, but...
Yeah. I mean, KT is up in 10 seconds, which is good for core defense, right? I mean, jeez.
And he will try to delay them, but closer to the core. The taunt on him, the charge on him, the expulsion zone. Ruini will be able to survive just barely there with the power slide defensively. And KT is alive, Hammer's alive, and I think that's it for their window of trying to end this game. Offensive stage dive here coming from to the back line, and I don't think they can...
ETC does have Desmos.
Oh, Brightwing dead, and are we seeing the counter throw here? 80% of the core. Nice. Laser is taking down there. Hammer will be... No! We'll just survive. Tychus is down, and this is 2-0. Anub will be taken down as well there, and Varian and...
What is this game?
Gaming in the River! Oh my god, with the counter throw! Half there, going back.
This throw meta, I'm not sure I approve, but it definitely makes entertaining watching, folks. Look at the hacker. It's like, just get on the core, buddy. You can tank it. Come on. Stop being a lazy dinosaur. He's gonna contest you. There's nobody.
Oh, well. Wow.
I guess they're worried they don't want to try again. Everybody's watching. But I would like to
camps.
You little joker, you.
Alright, so finally they should have won with their initial push, but Hammer and KT kind of got isolated there. The front line didn't tank for them. So game number 2 here with an upset, I believe. So thank you guys, by the way, for all of you who put points in Game in the Rhythm.